Winter is here and you might be wondering, how do I get my drone ready for long-term storage? So first thing we recommend you do is clean your drone thoroughly. What you can use for this is water, obviously, and some sort of mild soap, dish soap, something like that. Make sure your drone is off, and then you can use a mild brush, something that's not going to scratch it too much, or a rag to first get your drone wet, spray it down some, try to avoid the major electronic components, and then use that soap, wipe everything down, try to get as much chemical residue off as you can. If you have a J150, one of the best practices to do towards the end of the year is take your pumps off of the tank. You can do that by unscrewing this locking ring, and also thoroughly clean out your impellers. That's a step a lot of people forget. You can do that by carefully removing these screws around the outside of the pump, and you'll have access to your impeller. Clean that out in case you've been spraying some thicker chemicals, things that could get kind of gummed up in there if you haven't been cleaning regularly. Next thing you want to do cleaning wise is clean out your tank itself. So get some water in there, run that through if you sprayed chemical recently. Run some sort of tank cleaner, erase, something like that to get all the chemical out of your lines, and let that run through before you get to the winterizing step. So once you have the drone nice and clean and make sure it's dry, you can put your battery back in, and then we can get to winterizing. So what we typically like to use is antifreeze. This is RV and marine antifreeze, and what we'll do with this is fill up the tank enough in the bottom where the pumps will have an adequate amount of antifreeze to pull from, and we recommend you do this outside. The J150 actually has a pretty easy feature that will allow us to clean the tank out without actually activating the atomizer. So we'll be able to run chemical through the lines, or this antifreeze through the lines, and into these buckets. So we're able to do it here inside without making too much of a mess. So what I'm going to do here is grab the antifreeze, and we're going to pour it into our tank here. And like I said, we're going to try to put in enough to where we have a good level in the bottom where the pumps will have an adequate amount to pull from. All right, that's probably about good. We had probably about half a gallon in here. You could probably put a little more in if you want, but so grab 1 or 2 gallons of this per drone. So I'm going to grab my controller here, and we'll start up our J150. So once you have your controller turned on, your drone's turned on, everything's connected, what we're going to do is spray the antifreeze out of the lines through the nozzles to get it through the entire system. So that's really easy here on the J150. First thing I'd recommend you check is make sure your valve down here is open between the 2 nozzles, because you want it to go to both sides of the system. Then we'll come back up here to the controller. We can go into our settings here. We'll click on auto, bottom right hand corner. Then we'll click the little gear icon in the top right hand corner. And go down to our spray settings. And on spray settings on the J150, you'll see a feature that says clean tank here at the top in the middle. We'll click clean tank, and what that's going to do is bring the antifreeze through the lines without having the atomizers turn. So may have to run it a few times here to get the air out of the lines. There you go. As you can see, we're starting to get antifreeze through the system. I'd also recommend leaving a little bit in the bottom of the tank to cover the inlets of your pumps, just so there's no chance of water buildup and freezing there. Well, I'll do it one more time here. All right, there we go. We've gotten plenty of antifreeze through the lines. We didn't have to turn the atomizers. And that means we have antifreeze in our pumps down here, as well as in our hoses and throughout the rest of the system. So that's just how easy it is to winterize any drone, specifically the J150 here, using that clean tank feature. Like we said, if you don't have the J150, take this outside in an open area, or find yourself some buckets that are a little bit taller, and just run the antifreeze out through your nozzles. So that's it there for winterizing. All right, so now we've got our drone cleaned up, we've got it winterized, the antifreeze run through there. So next thing we're going to talk about is storage. So that's another very important piece here to maintain the health of your drone. So we recommend, if possible, storing your drone in a climate-controlled, warm environment, whether that be a shop, basement, something like that. Particularly for the battery. The battery needs to be climate controlled, kept warm if possible. Another important thing to consider with the battery is the percentage it's kept at. You absolutely don't want to make sure your battery is drained all the way down, because that could lead to death of cells and damage to the battery. So here on the J150, we recommend storing it between 40 and 60%. Now, you may have seen our battery is a little bit higher than that right now. We're at about 66%. So we're gonna take it outside, fly it for a few minutes, and get that back down to the acceptable range. So if you do have to store your drone in a colder environment, an uncontrolled environment, make sure to keep the battery a little bit elevated off the floor to try to prevent the temperature change there. And definitely make sure you've got antifreeze through everything in the drone to prevent any damage to your pumps or any other areas that liquid contacts. So once you've completed all three of those steps, you're cleaning, you're winterizing, and your storage, you're ready to put your drone away for the winter. So we're gonna go take this drone, put it up on the shelf, have a good winter, and we'll see you back here in the spring.